Are you lazy? I am, and I will explain why. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. Why am I lazy? Well, it's a good question because it correlates to the question, how many genes can you reset? And hear me out. Stick around for a few minutes. That's all I ask. Because in this picture here, you see, right here, what genes look like. DNA, they're important inside your body. And what role do they play to help you live well, live long, live young? Let me explain. I've got a little presentation here that is of David Schmidt. He is the founder of LifeWave. And let's have a listen.
I started the research on X39 in 2008.
Wow.
And this was long before doctors ever started using it. It had been discovered by Dr. Lauren Picard around 1970 or so. And Dr. Picard should win a Nobel Prize for this work because it's probably the most powerful peptide in the human body, which declines with age, that's responsible for resetting several thousand genes back to a more youthful state. We compare that to something like resveratrol, which resets two genes, the sirtuin genes, back to a more youthful state. Exercise, I know you like to exercise, so resistance training, that's going to reset about 78 genes back to a more youthful state. So when we consider we can apply light to the body in the form of a patch, and it doesn't really take any time, and it's going to reset thousands of genes, that's something well worth looking at.
I mean, that.
So that quick little clip correlates to my question, are you lazy? Because I am. and I say that because it's kind of funny in a way. Because David talks about the GHK-Cu, as you see on the screen here, which is a copper peptide, and it's the most powerful peptide you have in your body, which is responsible for resetting several thousand genes. David says, when compared to resveratrol, which resets two genes known as sirtuin genes. Okay. And then he talks about resistance training resets about 78 genes back to a more youthful state. That's an interesting topic because a lot of people go to the gym and they come out looking younger over time, or they keep their youth. But do they know that resistance training only resets about 78 genes? Most people don't know that. And so I kind of chuckle a little bit when I see ads like this. This is from Canadian Tire up in Canada. And this I just took a picture of yesterday. So today's special December 11th to Sunday, December 21st, 2025. I see here right on the first page, super sale, and they have a treadmill for $1,399 Canadian. I think to myself, I used to have a treadmill, and I think I used it maybe 5 times in all the years that I had it, and then sold it. Because instead, I use this. The skipping rope is a better tool. It's more fun. And it costs a fraction of the cost of a treadmill. And you say, oh, you can't skip in a small space like that. Well, you sure can. If you have a rope that's short enough, you can do it. You practice. You can skip in a little hallway in a small room. I've got quite a big space here, which I make use of. However, spending $1,400 on this, will it reset will it reset 78 genes inside the body? It's not enough. You need to have resistance. So cardio is going to reset the amount of fat storage that you have in your body, right? Because you're going to use the energy storage for providing the power or the fuel or part of the fuel. So does a jump rope fit the bill at a fraction of the cost and it's more fun? I think so. But what I'm getting at is my original question: are you lazy? Most people will say, yeah, they've got a little bit of laziness in them. Most people do. We all have our days where you're not motivated to do anything. Whether it's cleaning the house, practicing an instrument, doing your homework, or we like to procrastinate. How many procrastinate with fitness? There's a lot. So if spending $1,400 on a treadmill is going to help only reset maybe less than 78 genes, is it worth spending your money on a treadmill if you're lazy? Probably not. And the reason why I say this is because this guy right here, that's his name, Alessandro Antonicelli. Let's go look at the, oops. Let's see here. It's going to open up Facebook. And this was posted yesterday, December 10th, 2025, by Fit Dudes. It's apparently a statement here: rest in peace, Alessandro Antonicelli, gone at just the age of 26. The fitness world lost a true warrior, diagnosed in 2023 with a rare bone cancer. Alessandro fought through surgeries that removed his femur, knee, hip, and part of his quad. Yet he never stopped inspiring. Even as the cancer spread, he kept training, sharing his journey and motivating thousands of people. He lived his dream at Gold's Gym Venice, so that's in California, even lifting around Arnold Schwarzenegger. He even competed in a Paralympic weightlifting event, proving heart is stronger than circumstance. With nearly 200,000 followers, Alessandro used his platform to say one thing loud and clear: F the big C. You're not alone. His family will continue his mission, and his fans have raised over $215,000 in his honor for Big C research. Big C research, really. Money making research. How come so much research and yet no cure? What's the root cause? So a legend, not for titles, but for courage. Rest in power. Rest in peace, Alessandro. So, it's a sad story. 26 years old. I don't wish that for anybody. But to be gone that early? The big C? Why? What's the cause? What's the root cause? This guy was obviously in the gym resetting genes, about 78. But what about the other several thousand? What was he not doing that put him in that position? I scratched my head a little bit. Is there maybe a connection? So you could spend tons of time in the gym and be fit, look fit, but is he healthy on the inside? He obviously wasn't. And he paid the price. So what was the cause? Well, there's obviously several other thousand genes that weren't functioning the way they were supposed to. So what was the root cause? Was he drinking shit water? Maybe. I don't know. Was he drinking alkaline water? Maybe thinking that it's the right thing for you? I don't know. I do know that when I reset the genes 78, I'm also lazy and I want to reset the other several thousand. So I use the cleanest and most absorbable water, which I call deuterium free, with a molecular bond angle of 114 degrees. And I also use the X39. Combine these two together and pow wow. See? Easy peasy. Lazy. So, does it make sense to spend a lot of money on a treadmill that maybe you won't use? Or would you consider resetting thousands of genes with this? You tell me. What would you do? Are you lazy? If you're lazy, then start. And you'll see. Then you miraculously may have some extra energy and you feel better, and maybe it will help you really make a change. Not only just internally, inside here, but externally as well. And that is a reward to really think about. So the next question, how do you get it? Well, you see that QR code right there? That will take you to unlockyourBioenergy.GoDaddySites.com, where you will see this webpage. I'm mirroring it on the page, on the screen. If you want to learn about the X39 over and above what I've already told you, which is high-level stuff, you can click here and look at the studies. If you want to make a purchase today, then click here, purchase your bioenergy products here. That's what I call it. And where did the website go? Here. You'll see the X39. If you click on that link, or any of the links on that page, it will take you to lifewave.com. That QR code, if you scan it, will take you to the same location where you can make an order. And use the X39 to start resetting several thousand genes inside your body. Start reaping the benefits from it. If you're lazy, It's the easiest way to do it. You don't have to spend time going on a treadmill or doing resistance training like yours truly. But I'm greedy. I like to have more than just several thousand genes being reset. I want more. I have high standards. Do you have the same high standards as I do? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But there was a post I saw. People love to hate. They love to hate things. Do you hate being unhealthy? If so, do something about it. Only you can make that change as an individual. Nobody else. You have the power in your hands. So take the power back and do something with it. As I am, each and every day. I show you how to reset about 78 genes. And I said I'll show you what the effects are. Maybe I might show it today. We'll see. So, get on board. Don't be like this guy, 26 years old, who made the mistake of not resetting thousands of genes. It's too young to be gone. And yours truly, 49. I feel great. So, with that, today we're going to do a 9-minute warm-up. Then we're going to do shoulders, rotator, and traps. I missed to update that. And that's going to be with the vibration plate, which I like to use because I like to make the muscle respond and put it under as much time under tension as I can. Some people say, oh, you don't lift enough, you don't lift. Wait till I take my shirt off and show you what it does for me. Because I'll tell you, it's working. And it feels great. I like it. So, I'm going to set up the timer and also the metronome, which I got here. There we go, it's slow. I don't know why. It did beep, so it should be talking now. Come on. Really, I don't get why it's not doing it. But it's not working. Now I'm going to reset the Bluetooth here. There we go. Of course, now you got to reset the app. Don't talk. There we go. So, Tempo I'm going to set at 132 beats per minute. And set the heart rate. Nine minutes. Let's begin. Might as well start. So yesterday was leg day. I really made the calves scream with the upgraded step that I mustered up here with just a couple pieces of 2x4 with the vibration plate, and certainly made the calf muscle scream, as I did with the rest. I always chase that discomfort. The quads, the hamstrings, the glutes. Yesterday I did RDLs, which on the vibration plate was different, largely because of the vibration causes the tibia to activate, believe it or not, in addition to the glutes. And it was pretty uncomfortable yesterday. And do I feel that discomfort today? No, because my body's ability to reset several thousand genes with the use of the X39, it's remarkable how each day I feel. And when you power the genes with the cleanest and most absorbable water that I call deuterium free, with a molecular bond angle of 114 degrees, that's when you really begin to feel the activation that the X39 provides. It's really remarkable and it's superb, to be honest. And there's nothing anybody can tell me to convince me otherwise that the combination of the two is just, it's fantastic. It feels great to be able to live well, live long, and live young. There's nothing greater than that. Because you don't have your health if you don't have those three. But you need the support of your genes to be able to reap the benefits of those. Hit the mic, I think. stated earlier, that guy, 26 years old, gone, is half my age. What the heck happened to him? Somebody involved with fitness? Too young to be gone. Too young. So, at the 2-minute mark, I think that's where or no, in 30 seconds, I'm going to start to increase the intensity. So we're going to do 2.5 minutes worth of a burst. And if you feel inclined to join, try to keep up. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now just a basic bounce. Oh my goodness. 2 trips in a row. There we go. So I see the number 200. I don't know where I hit, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to reduce the timer to 60 beats per minute to help with reps. All right. Today, shoulders, rotator. I'm going to start with somewhere here, I think. Take a weight as well. 70 pounds. I'm going to crisscross. All right, that's good distance. It's actually where I want it to be. So, 2-minute recovery. All right, back here. And so we're going to start with rear deltoid. So I'm going to crisscross the bands. So that way I have more tension at the beginning of the rep. Just going to move this slightly forward, just a little bit. There we go. That way I'm sitting at a proper spot on the vibration plate. So I've got now we'll go 3 minutes. Let's begin. So using the vibration, you can sit a little bit just here, or just move the vibration plate a little bit. So that way it's nice, a little bit off center. And focusing, adding the rotation here while the rear delts are firing. Oh yeah, feels very good. Whew. So having the weight on the floor gives me a nice stable posture where I rest my feet. I'm not sliding because the bands want to pull me off the vibration plate. Hold that resistance. We're resetting up to 78 genes, not pairs of genes, DNA strands. There we go. Oh yeah, I can feel that stretch starting all the way at the bottom here, and I'm just slowly pushing or separating my elbows slowly, and I can feel those rear deltoids just firing up. So separating the elbows farther apart slowly. You can squeeze the shoulder blades to help engage a little bit of the rhomboids and the scapula, or if you have a round, stretch them out and then stretch them, and I can feel them there. The rhomboids flex, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Down, up. Oh squeeze the shoulder blades together. Get those rear deltoids involved. That's where you want to focus attention. There, hair screaming, good. Very good today. Alright, next up is the front, medial deltoid. So that's going to be with green bands. So I've split them in half, so it'll be 10 pounds worth of resistance. That's the body elastics green. And what I will do is crisscross the bands. Which I will show you here momentarily. There we go. I've got the door anchors attached to them. And I will be stepping on them, or have the anchor point on the widest part, so that way they're on the outside of the foot, like this. Same thing for this side, and having my feet at the widest spot, or the full width of the vibration plate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on my wrists here, and see how that feels. I have enough tension here at the bottom, so starting here there's tension all the way up. See? Do I have the strength to extend the medial deltoid, contract it all the way like that? I do. And my posture is not changing. So here I'm going to stick here, hold this like, whoa. You wouldn't think 10 pounds is lots, or a lot of weight, but when you add that vibration piece, they sting. Wow. I'm going to reduce the resistance a little bit by changing here to the elbow for part of this set. With the attachment on the elbow, there's more tension at the bottom of the rep here. I could feel it. It's pretty strong. It's good. You want to target this area as well of the medial deltoid. That's where you develop really initial strength. A lot of people, they have sticking points, as Jeff would call it, here at this beginning. You don't have the strength. So you're missing out on the medial deltoid being developed. You want to have a solid looking frame. You gotta target the deltoids, the medial and the rear, to help with that. Okay, I'm gonna switch now back to the palm. Here we go. So there's more tension at the top of the rep. Oh. Wow. Superb to make the medial deltoids just scream. If you like to chase that, hit it as many times as you can. 3 minutes like this. Cut your workouts down drastically in time. All right, next is front deltoid. So I'm going to be taking this green band off of this door anchor and using a secondary red band here, and I'm going to attach just a regular handle like this, cable weight handle, not an ankle strap, because there's already lots of tension on the band. So what I'm also going to do is actually include this green band behind. So band is going to have to be, okay, I see where I need to approximately attach or move the vibration plate. So, because I want to have just the right starting amount of tension on the green band, so I have to be somewhere here. Alright. Somewhere there. Alright. Now, so what I'm going to do is that the green band is going to push here at the start, so I have tension here, so I'm getting at the bottom of the rep, and then I'm going to step on the door anchor, make sure the band's straight, there we go, as well as this one here. This one takes a little longer to set up because of the multiple angles. So this is 16 pounds worth of resistance. And there we go. So here we have tension at the beginning. I'm going to actually change just the, like this. Yeah. So the green is pulling from behind, or maybe I'll go on the inside. No, I have to go the other way because the green band. So there's a dynamic push on the rear deltoids here at the bottom. So if you have any sticking points, can't press out of here at the bottom, you can strengthen that with this variation of the bands, the combination of the perpendicular angles. Muscling it up. There's a explosive rip. Oh yeah. Making those front deltoids scream now. Oh, wow. Oh my. Wow. explosive. Oh. You can work out hard and or long, but you can't do both, as what Jeff would say. And this is really maximizing that effort. Next is going to be rotator. So I'm going to use this green band. It's already attached here. And grab ankle strap. And I'm going to change the position of this. This time I'm going to go a little bit forward. I'm going to grab my trusty pool noodle. Oh yeah, okay. This way. I want to be the center point kind of more in front of me a little bit. So that way I can get as much maximum tension on the rotator when I'm extending. Alright, here we go. I need just a little bit more farther. There we go. A little bit more tension on the band. At the beginning of the rep. So it's not loose. Try to keep a locked wrist. Adding the vibration here kind of influences a little bit of the internal rotation as well, because it creates enough of a movement that you have to kind of break it. So it's almost like a combination of the internal and external, but it does focus more on the external. I can really feel it. I have to could increase the effectiveness of this by putting additional bands. I could put one here on this post and one behind to have a little bit more tension at the beginning of the rep, but I could just turn my body like this and then I can feel it. Oh yeah, that's the fix. Just turning the body, and now you have tension really right here. Just kind of work on this sticking point, and you can feel just the tension. Oh wow. Just twist towards like this, and now work that rotator right there, and oh yeah. Now, finish the last part of the rep. You want to finish it this way. Towards. Even just rotating your body like this, holding the position is enough. Wow, yeah, that's the way to do it actually. Holding your elbow here, twisting your body. That's the way to do it. Oh yeah, I really feel it. By twisting the body. I'm going to call them those twisting rotators now, from now on. Oh yeah. Okay, so here, twisting, holding. Like this, yeah. So basically, keeping the fist in a straight spot, and by rotating the body, You have a perpendicular tension. Now I'm getting full external rotation. Now switching. So I got a lot of strength here on my left versus my right because of all the years of playing my accordion. Yes, I play the accordion, for all those who don't know. And this is a perfect exercise to keep the rotator strong. It's perfect for it. Wow, I can really start to feel it now. Twisting rotators. Wow. Just holding it through the range of motion and keeping the tension on. Oh, wow. Now here what I'm going to do is, instead of holding it isometrically, kind of, in a way it's not, but because I could feel the tension moving in the muscle. It's one thing to move it like this, but it's another method to use it. Twist your body isometrically, or kind of trick it. So here, holding it, full extension, twist, move, and I can feel the shift changing. Oh yeah, superb, superb. Last but not least is going to be traps. So I'm just going to turn it this way, and I'm going to grab the orange band, put it underneath both my feet, and have it kind of like this, and just hold onto the band like this, and let the vibration do its work. There we go. Here we go. Farmer's walk. So here now the traps are fully stretched out. You can feel them being worked on. Lifting them up now. All the way up, holding it here, moving them down. Full extension all the way down as if I'm carrying a wheelbarrow, walking. Now I'm running, pulling back up. Alright, just need to, my hands are hurting now from this holding the band. It's not short enough to do this with enough tension at the bottom of the rip. I can wrap it around my feet to do that. Perhaps in the future, I'll upgrade to a dual orange on each side, wrap around the foot, and use just the regular handles to help with the discomfort in the pinky. But this way I'm also building up hand strength as well, grip strength. So inadvertently helping that process down. Alright, so here holding at the very bottom, full stretch on the traps. Up. Okay. Alright. So, 36 minutes. Shoulders, traps, and rotator. All done. So, making them scream. So, look at the date stamp here. I have not looked at the heart rate result yet. So today's date, December 11th, 2025. Starting time was at 1:54 Mountain Standard Time. Alright, let's see. Wow, 212. Huh. 212. So 2.5 minutes to get up there. You can see here. Live. So if anybody tells you, oh yeah, having a heart rate, I should have collapsed here, having a heart rate of 212. But here I am again. On live stream. Hit 213 on October 21st of this year. Now hitting it again. December 11th, 2025. 212. So I am as real as a heart attack. And if you're watching live right here on Facebook, you'll know it happened live. I've got a video record, a recorded record. What else do you need? You want me to hit 217? I'm trying to get there. Maybe I need to go 3 minutes. And then maybe I'll hit it. So, are you lazy? I am. And if you are, think about resetting those several thousand genes with the X39. Easy peasy. Instead of buying a treadmill, you figure, the money you save on versus a treadmill and spend it on this, the rewards are far greater. And then you might get inspiration to just buy a skipping rope and join me every week. Follow along to help motivate you and stay on track. So, I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. We'll see you tomorrow for Feel It Friday. We're going to play with cards that are sitting on that box right there. It's going to be fun. Can you keep up with me? If you can, good on you. If you can't, then you know you have something to work on. And that's okay. I'm just challenging here myself. Showing that what's possible. To help keep you motivated and inspired. And lazy. Bye.